picked me up some wheels. Drove about 3.5, 4 hours to pick these guys up, and they're in really nice shape. I got them for 350 bucks. Can't beat that. Tires have about 800 miles on them. They're a couple years old, almost brand new. I just want to explain to you guys something that I saw on these wheels, which I thought was kind of funny, and I think most of you guys can relate to it. In case you're wondering, these wheels are balanced, and I just want to show the whole world. This is one little reason why I don't trust shops and why I started working on cars and doing everything myself. And believe me, if I were to take a brand new set of wheels to a tire shop and they went ahead and hammered on this weight on the outside, I would not be happy. If you're gonna take your car or take your wheels to get mounted and balanced, just make sure you're on the same page with the tire shop or whoever's putting the parts on your car or whatever. Never assume anything. Never assume that they're going to use the stick-on weights. Just be clear on what you want done, and there'll be a lot less problems. But these wheels are used on Marketplace. You know, I had nothing to do with putting these weights on, but do I take the weight off or do I leave it on? If I leave it on, I mean, it looks stupid. If I take it off, there's most likely damage underneath. I'll most likely take them off when I take the other two wheels to get tires put on them, and just let them know I want the stick-on weights. I don't want you guys hammering wheel weights on my nice wheels. Now, it's kind of funny that you gotta even mention that. I mean, look at that thing. You can even see it from this far away from the car. You'll be able to see that, like if this was at the show, you'll be able to see that wheel weight before you even see how nice the paint is. That thing just sticks out. I mean, I could take apart the whole drivetrain, engine, transmission, differential. I could rebuild all of it. I could reassemble the whole car, but there's just certain things I can't do, like mounting and balancing tires, because you need a machine to do that. And now I got to go out and hopefully find somebody that's not going to screw these wheels up. And coming from California, there was way more options. And around here, it's kind of hit or miss. And there's only a handful of shops that I would even consider going to. I have to go out and find somebody that's on the same page as me, that won't, you know, do a half-ass job, and they'll get it done right. But finding that person nowadays is very, very tough. I feel like most shops are just trying to get stuff in and out. They got rent, they got payroll, they got a lot of bills to pay, but that comes as a big sacrifice to quality. And I feel like most of this stuff starts as a hobby. Like for me, I love doing this stuff myself. But if I were to get a shop and have all those things over my head, it would be very hard to focus on quality, because you're just focusing on getting stuff in and out. You're trying to, pay your rent, you're trying to eat. I mean, do you really expect the dude to care that's busting his ass, breaking tires, mounting tires, taking them off the car, put them on the car for minimum wage? I mean, that's back-breaking work. I've been there. I don't expect that dude to care about a wheel weight on some dude's Mustang. But that just goes back to my point. I like to do everything myself because I enjoy it. But also I know that I'm going to do it right, or at least I'm going to be happy with the result at the end of the day. And this is something I can't do because I don't have a tire machine. It's really hard to rely on other people to get stuff done to the way you like it. I think this is why mom and pop small businesses are the best, because they started out with a passion, say with wheels, and they opened up a little shop mounting tires, and they love doing it. It's not one of these big chains that are just in it for the profit and the quality gets sacrificed. So if you can find a small business that really cares, mom and pop, then you're ahead of the game, and every penny you spend with them will be well worth it. We can even go as far as talking about replacement parts. I got these same wheels on my Cobra, but they're made in China and they're not OEM, and I'm going to show you the big difference, and I want to explain to you my experience with the made in China wheels that are on my Cobra. And then if we come over to my Cobra, these wheels are 3 years old, never used any acids, probably got wet a few times. I kept them waxed, kept them clean, and the chrome is flaking apart, coming apart. So that tells you the difference between OEM Ford and made in China. When I was looking for wheels for this car, I would see these wheels on Marketplace, and any chrome, like knockoff OEM wheel would have this same flaking going on. So I was thinking maybe the owner just neglects their wheels, because there are a lot of owners out there that neglect their cars. I'm one of them. This is just insane how they can sell a product like this knowing that it's going to do this in a couple years. So I ordered those wheels 3 years ago from LMR as a wheel and tire combo, because I figured if I just ordered wheels, I would have to trust somebody's not going to ding or hammer on a wheel weight on my brand new wheels. So I figured if they send me a wheel and tire, those wheels are gonna come in, you know, without a scratch on them. And believe me, when they came in, it completely changed the look of the car. I was taking pictures, I was excited. And shortly after that excitement started to settle, that started to happen to the wheels. So I contacted LMR, I said, hey, told them the story. Why do my wheels look like crap? Long story short, they honored the warranty, even though it was a few months past due on their warranty. I was like, that's awesome. But the only problem is I gotta get these tires dismounted in order to send the wheels back. And as far as they're concerned, I sent them pictures of all the wheels, very clear pictures, and there's no nicks, no curb rash, no damage, nothing. The only problem with the wheels is the flaking chrome. But if I get these tires dismounted and the dude at the tire shop that hammered on these wheel weights decides to nick the wheels and they open the box, who knows if they'll still honor the deal. And at the same time, if that all goes smooth, I get the new wheels, I got to get the tires put on the new wheels, and I got to take another risk there. Hopefully the same guy doesn't screw up those wheels. So I'm taking more risk, and at the same time, in about a year and a half, 2 years, if I'm lucky, the chrome's gonna start flaking again, and this process is going to have to continue to repeat until somebody who actually cares, that's involved in the manufacturing of these parts, says, hey, like, it's no secret that all these people are emailing us, or we see our wheels out there at the shows and all the chrome's flaking off them within a year or two. Like, maybe we should do something about our products and make them better. That's just a little thought. But, you know, that goes to show that maybe they don't care. Maybe they made thousands of these and they just need to sell them. And, you know, that's on us, right? I mean, that's on the consumer. That's our problem, isn't it? And I know these aren't Ferraris. They're Mustangs. They're not the most expensive cars to acquire and to keep up on. But if we keep putting out crap parts and restoring our cars with crap parts, we're gonna have to restore our cars every 5 years because they don't last. Well, I just wanted to show you guys, you know, that funny little thing on these wheels that I picked up. Super happy though. Point of the video is, you know, find somebody you trust, find a part supplier that you trust that actually care about the products. This is probably the last time I talk about the wheels on my Cobra. I brought them up in the past few videos, but I just, you know, it was kind of related, so I wanted to throw that one in there. Thanks for watching, guys. And if you find someone, let me know in the comments.